Hello, welcome back to SASSTEROID.
It's Zelda time once again.
We are doing the do.
This is going to be like a real chilled out session, I feel, apart from when we tell our unhinged stories.
Yeah, it's been a day for me.
Oh boy. Just real quick, it's been a hot minute since our last recording session. It's like a whole new year. I have done, I think, all but one shrine on the ground.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Last time we spoke about this, like, you know, not on SASSTEROID, but like just together, you were like, yeah, I got like a few more to do. Haven't done any of the air temples, but I've done like a fair amount of the ground ones. You have one left?
Yeah. And it's one that's like part of a side quest that I was like, that would be fun to do.
Oh, cool. Okay.
It's like a Yiga Clan side quest.
Oh.
But I haven't done any of the only sky ones apart from that one. But we did that on stream, I think. And stream, we recorded that. The only sky ones we've done are the ones that are part of temples.
Right.
So we genuinely haven't done any of those.
Have you done any of the Ganassi? Like...
that's a secret tool that will help us later.
Butt bulbs?
That's a secret tool that will help us later. Yes, I have.
Oh, have you actually?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I've done some.
I know they mirror the, like,
I've done
real world.
Some that will help us. I've done these that are, like, under the Lost Woods.
Right.
And I've done these which are a secret tool.
Awesome.
To help us later. I was going to open this.
Love that. Want that. Need that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. How you doing, Josh?
I'm good. I was just about to say, like, I like that we just head first straight into the session. We're just like, fuck it. Let's just go. No preamble, no bullshit. Straight into it. I'm doing good. I had a break. I had a real busy like last 6 months of last year. Well, actually, in reality, it was more like last 4 months.
Right.
And I have no work at the moment, and it's kind of nice. Just having a nice big old break.
Maxing, relaxing.
Yeah.
Getting some stuffs done.
Yeah, and it's been like real good. Not for my sleep schedule. My sleep schedule's fucked. Because I hit, which I don't know how much experience you have with this, in the specific example that I'm going to use.
Right.
Which is the one I always use. Which is like, I've hit like the first couple weeks of uni problem again.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Which I know like Aaron would sympathize with because he did the same thing. Fuck you. Which is where like you start uni and you have like all this free time and you're like, oh man, I live by myself. I'm an adult. I'm gonna stay up forever.
Oh yeah. And then look at me. I'm independent and I can do my own things now.
Yeah, and then you start going to bed at 3 a.m. and you can't stop it.
Right. Yeah. You ruin your sleep schedule.
Yeah, and I'm going to bed at like 2 a.m. and getting up at 11, and I'm like, oh, the day's gone. What am I doing?
I think even in my worst of times, I've never had like I'm going to keep going all the way until 3 a.m. Apart from like when I had insomnia.
Yeah.
Like that was completely different. That was just
I don't think you've ever told me about that. I didn't even know that was a thing until you just told me.
Did you not know that?
No.
Oh my god. Okay, right. Well, first of all,
today's gonna be a fun session.
Yeah, I'll dive into that in a second.
Yeah.
We'll loop back around to it, but
I mean, it's not a conscious decision for me to stay up till 3. It's just like I'm awake. Fuck, it's 3 a.m. Better go to bed. Let's be honest. I'm usually playing games.
Fair enough.
I am trying to crack through a couple at the moment. So
are they like specifically PC games that you can't do once you're in Japan?
Yeah,
right.
That's the plan. Oh yeah, forget we announced that. Yeah, I briefly panicked and then was like, no, we did a whole video about it.
I was just trying to remember whether or not we brought it up in the Pokemon sessions that we've got as like filler for the next few weeks.
I don't believe we did.
We were purposefully vague, probably.
Yeah, because we didn't record that video until after that session.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like PC stuff and stuff from the last year that I haven't had time to. So I mean, at the moment, I was talking to you about it the other day. I'm trying to play Jedi Survivor because I missed out on that when it came out around Easter because it didn't work. It works now.
Right.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when it came out, people were just really annoyed about the fact that it wasn't optimized for what it came out for at the time.
Yeah.
And if it works now, then that's good. I mean, it must be pretty well optimized because, like,
So
I built our PCs around the same time, and a lot of the newer stuff is starting to get a little bit laggy. So
it's starting to get a bit choppy, but it still works for now.
Right, got you.
I mean, how long did I make the Franken PC last? 6 years?
Yeah,
and this is the 4th year of the bride, so...
Is it really 4 years? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was 2020. It was during the pandemic.
COVID.
So I reckon I could push it. I could push the bride another 2 years. Especially seeing as I'm not going to be able to use it next year.
Yeah.
But the rest of this year. My brain still thinks it's 2023.
Yep. I don't know, bro.
Shit.
Are you trying to get up to the temple right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I reckon I could make my PC push till next year or maybe the year after, but it might need a refit next year because it's not going to get turned on much this year. I'll have a look at it. We'll probably end up talking about it. Maybe 2025 is the year where I learn to build my own PC.
Oh, that would be great. We could make that a video, you know?
That would be a fun series, actually.
Like
Josh accidentally fries his new motherboard.
Josh breaks 10 pins on his new CPU.
Fuck.
Actually, if we do like a new enough build, then there aren't even pins that you can fuck up, apart from on the motherboard.
It did make me think.
Much easier.
I did have a think about thermal paste the other day. It just popped into my head. I was like,
You want to repaste your stuff?
Maybe, but also it's not really worth it because I'm going to use it. But it might be worth because we repasted everybody's stuff around the same time.
Yeah, I might redo a load of my stuff because I got a new piece coming soon. New CPU coming on tomorrow.
Neat. It did make me think when we cracked open the Franken PC when we upgraded, and you were like, I took your CPU off and the paste was ash.
Yeah. It was. Basically, it just burnt through it. Kind of surprised it was still alive. Yeah. It was almost metal on metal.
Yeah, you were just like, this explains a lot about the way your PC runs.
It would explain why the temperatures are saying that it's hotter than the sun. Oh, man.
But yeah, that was a long, rambly way of going, I'm actually really good. I'm feeling real good about myself for first time in a good couple months, actually.
Nice. Good.
I'm in a good place. What about you? Let's transition over that way.
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm all right. I mean, today's been a bit of a fun one. I was up relatively early because for the last... God, it's been a while now. This is the longest I've been ill for a hot minute.
Are you still ill?
Yeah, I got sick on Boxing Day. Actually, that's not as long as I thought it was going to be. It's been like 2 weeks.
It's like 3, I think, at this point.
A week from Boxing Day would have been the 2nd. 2 weeks would have been the 9th, which was 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah.
Just to date the recording.
Oh, fuck me. Sorry, time is a complete illusion and I don't know what's going on anymore.
We're not that far into the new year. But yeah, so it's been just over 2 weeks. And I was starting to feel much better at the end of last week.
Yeah.
And then I went into the office on Monday. And since then, my health has just started deteriorating more and more. I think I caught another cold whilst I was in the office.
God fucking damn it.
So if you hear my voice a bit shaky at the moment, it's because I'm trying not to splutter into the microphone.
Oh, fair enough.
I shall do my best not to throughout this 2+ hour recording session we plan to do this evening.
It's fine. I'll just, you got a cough, I'll just cut it out.
Hell yeah.
He says, making more.
I'll try and make it. I'll have fits in between the sessions. That sounds good. That sounds healthy.
I'll have a fit in 20 minutes. Don't worry about me.
But anyway, so I woke up this morning and I felt like dog.
Yeah.
And I'd gone to the gym on Tuesday just gone as well. And the body aches hit at the same time. So I woke up this morning with like a completely blocked...
You felt horrible everywhere.
My nasal passage was blocked. My throat felt like sandpaper, and I had aches all over my body, including a headache as well. So I was like, this is going to be an awful day, and I have so much stuff to do. I got to midday. The first meeting I had this morning, somebody that I was there with was like, you sound awful. You should take the rest of the day off. And I'm like, I got things to do. But I got to midday, and I spoke to my boss. I was like, I'm going to take the rest of the day off if there's any questions you need answering, ask them now. And he did. I got everything sorted, and then I went to sleep for 2 hours, woke up, and felt much better. So now I'm here.
Nice. Yeah, you were saying just before we started that, like, you were worried you were going to have to cancel.
Yeah, no, I got to midday, and I was like, I don't know that I'm going to be able to do any of the remaining plans for the day, which includes I was going to do some scripting after work for some YouTube videos I've got planned.
We talked about this.
I was then going to go climbing with a couple of buddies because we do that on Tuesdays and Thursdays every week.
Yep.
And then after that, we have this session, which we're doing. Which it was a very
good because we need Zelda for Sunday.
Yeah, we need so much.
This video you're watching right now was recorded 4 days previously.
No, we don't. We got a video coming out on Friday, and then it's the next Friday that is coming out because Zelda's now a Friday slot.
I forgot about this. Zelda being a Friday.
We got one more episode. Yeah, we got one more that's coming out tomorrow.
Do we?
I think so.
Don't remember the numbers. I also forget that we changed the slot.
I was confidently going to say 14, and then I realized we've done way more than 14 episodes of Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, yeah, it's like episode 14. Like, no, that's not a thing.
Episode 35 comes out tomorrow.
Does it?
Yup.
Fuck, we timed that well, didn't
we? Yeah, so we got tomorrow, and then we've got all the way up until next Friday.
Well, it was recorded a week ago. Fuck it.
Yeah. Extra time, baby. We're running on extra time.
Yeah.
But yeah, all good apart from that. Just tired. And honestly, after this, I'm going to go to bed and wake up at some point tomorrow.
Fair enough. That's the dream.
I've given no indication to my work that I'm going to actually show up tomorrow.
Fair enough. If you don't make it in, you don't make it in.
Yeah, I mean, making it in is literally to your right. Yeah. I have my work desk.
It's what, 6 feet?
Yeah,
if that.
This morning, you know, like the cartoons when it's like it is a little bit exaggerated.
Like drag themselves across the floor.
Dragging themselves across. I literally did that this morning. I rolled out of bed because I felt so shit. Got to my desk. I was on calls with my eyes barely open, and nothing was working. It was yeah, it wasn't exactly a highlight. Let's go with that. But then I think back to all the times where I didn't get sleep. Like that time that I was an insomniac.
Yeah, how much we got left of the episode? We got time to tell the insomniac story?
We got 7 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
It's not exactly a fun story, but I can tell you if you want.
If you don't want to talk about it, we won't talk about it.
I will summarize it as quickly as possible.
Okay, because I don't think I knew anything about this.
Right. So, let me cough for a second.
Yeah,
Josh, please cut this out.
It's strange because we share so much.
I think I might have mentioned it, but I don't really go into it too much.
Yeah.
But before I had properly met you guys, so like Josh, Adam, and Aaron, etc., John.
That would be why I don't know about it.
Yeah. So it was when my parents split up. So at that beginning of the year.
Welcome back to Divorce Corner.
Yeah, fully. It wasn't actually that was the reason. It was kind of the stuff that happened after that.
It didn't help.
No, so I wasn't doing very well mentally at the time, and I'd started going to like counseling / therapy, whatever name you want to give to it. I think it was technically marriage counseling, but it was me in a room with a person talking about my feelings, so it felt an awful lot like therapy.
It's kind of a combination of both at that point.
It was more there because it was specifically to do with marriage counseling, but it actually came at a very good time to talk about other things as well. But when my parents announced that they were getting divorced or they were splitting up, I was friends with some, I wouldn't say unsavory people. I just think that they were young and they didn't really know what was,
teenagers.
Yeah, they were young. They didn't really know what was going on, and they kind of tried to make it about them. And around that time, I was really sad, and I didn't want to do very many things. And I just kind of wanted to be by myself, but have the support of my friends still be there, but from a distance. So I needed a bit of space. But that meant that I wasn't going out and doing as many things, and perhaps I wasn't the most fun person to be around for obvious reasons. So maybe like a month or two into me finding out that my parents were getting, they were separating and starting going to therapy, they basically over text told me that they didn't want anything to do with me and never wanted to speak to me again. And they sent that text to me whilst we were all walking home from school together.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah, so I read that. Yeah, so yeah.
Wow, that's
right?
fucked up.
It is fucked up.
Huh.
Yeah, like, that fucked me up big time. So.
Well, no shit, that fucked me up too. Oh shit.
But so much shit was going wrong at that point in my life. I was kind of like, haha, guys, okay, quit it. You know,
that's funny, but yeah, stop now.
That's not funny. And it turns out it was completely true. A new kid had transferred to school. He kind of had a similar personality to me. Had a lot of the same sort of likes and interests, and they basically one for one just swapped him in for me.
What a dick move.
Yeah, they fully benched me. I was like,
wow. You're gonna have to tell me in between which kid this was, because I will know him.
Sure. Yeah. It's gonna make so much sense when I
it's gonna make so much sense. Yeah.
But yeah, so I was told this, and then like on top of that, they were saying some not very nice things behind my back. Around about this time, I'd also broken up with my current girlfriend because I felt like shit. And literally nothing was going right for me.
See, I didn't know about that relationship either.
Yeah, well, I made a lot of rash decisions, and it was mostly because I thought I didn't deserve it, or I didn't really understand what was going on, because my brain was a chemical mess that didn't make any sense to me.
Oh, dude, same.
But yeah, so long story short, it was a massive accumulation of things, and that kind of tipped me over the edge.
Yeah.
So I just started worrying about everything and anything, and I didn't sleep properly for about 6 months of my life.
Jesus.
Yeah. So grades at school went down. I didn't really talk to anyone, and I ended up I went from being like a bit of a social butterfly to not talking to anyone and spending all of my lunches and stuff completely alone or in like classrooms that would let me stay there. It was a bit of a habit that I kind of developed until I ended up meeting a load of people that were sitting under the stairs, and that just happened to be you guys.
Yeah.
So
we sat under the stairs and had no friends.
I think it's slightly more complicated than that. I met a couple of other dudes on my way to school that I kind of ended up gelling with quite nicely. And because of that, I ended up spending way more time with you guys.
Yeah.
But long and the short of it is, a bunch of kids were evil and ruined my life. I think I also spoke about this on SASSTEROID as well. The people that I didn't necessarily, they were my friends, but ended up basically dumping me.
Yeah, I think we touched on it like in the early days of SAS, back when it wasn't called SAS.
I think I spoke about this with maybe Adam at some point.
Maybe.
But they were the people that exploited the fact that my parents were getting a divorce whilst we were at a church kind of religious, I don't really know what to call it without giving it away.
A religious event.
Yeah.
That was not the second coming of Christ.
They were the ones that basically got me to stand up and basically paraded me around because my parents were getting divorced.
It was like you were some kind of help case they were trying to fix.
Some sort of like damaged like puppy kind of thing.
Which is fucked up. Don't do that. That's fucked up, man.
And then to go as far as to go, oh, we don't want to talk to you anymore.
Because you're sad.
We fucking hate you.
That's fucking stupid.
Turns out
we used you for clout and now you can go away.
And we've only got like 50 seconds left.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just one parting thing. It turns out that actually one of the people, the reason why they were so scathing with me was apparently because they had a crush on me.
Yeah, that I'll never understand that. But
Me neither.
yeah, I'll never understand it.
But anywho,
just a wrap up real quick. Just so people don't worry about you. You're all good now, right?
Oh yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm way over it. Like anything that I haven't like spoken to people about, I've heavily repressed, so it's really easy for me to forget about it. That sounds bad.
It's
but
clear
actually,
you've dealt with this in a really helpful way, in a really healthy way.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna explode.
I can talk more about that maybe another time, but
yeah, another time. We've had enough.
I had enough sad corner.
Corner for today.
Anyway, thanks for watching this episode of Sad Corner. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Fuck. We just did that, huh? That was like a whole episode.
Mm-hmm. That was 20 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
That is one of the weirdest episodes we've done.
It's definitely one of the weirdest opening episodes that we've done.
That's like up there with fucking the Cardboard King, but in a whole different scenario.
The Cardboard King I made up, Josh. This was my life.